Hey boys, welcome to some Rugby 18. Wow, so exciting stuff here. First off, I want to give a thanks to 5 Star Games. They actually sent me out an early copy of the game, which is completely out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't reach out to get the game early or anything, but you know, I appreciate it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I honestly I wasn't sure if I was gonna pick this game up. I was gonna wait till I heard some, you know, until people started playing the game and it was released, and seeing what the consensus was for the game. In the gameplay here, it's just gonna be some random a random match. One of my very few first games. This video is pretty much just gonna be a first impressions. Just my very first impressions. I probably played like, I don't know, five games, I would say. So yeah, very early impressions. I'll be completely honest, I don't really know if I'm gonna play much more of this game, but yeah, we'll see. The one thing also of note, I did get the game early, and they said that there is a 1 GB day 1 patch that will release when the game is fully released. So I will come back to the game when it fully releases, and I'll see if any major changes happen, to see if, you know, the game improves and stuff. But yeah, this is going to be my first impressions. Like, I can't see the game changing drastically, but a few things might be tweaked here and there. But yeah, I wouldn't expect too much. We are gonna score the first try. This is on the difficulty, I think, is the easiest, or the second easiest. My first little complaint is the fact that there's only 3 difficulties. 3 difficulties, which is very, very strange, you know. Like, 3 difficulties work well for like single player games and stuff, but for sports games you need more difficulties than that, because it's either going to be too easy or it's going to be too hard. Like, there's going to be too much of a leap in between. But yeah, let's start talking about the game. I'm sort of just been rambling for the first couple of minutes here, but yeah, I'll talk about a couple of the good things. This is probably one of the good things here, the tutorial. It's sort of a good thing and a bad thing. I don't mind the way they do this. As you see here, well, actually a little bit of a bug here, because the the tutorial wanted me to kick the ball, so I guess it sort of like glitched out. So I just kicked the ball. The game wanted me to kick it, so they weren't tackling me. So yeah, it's one of those little things. But yeah, during the game when you first play, if you haven't like experienced something, like if you make a break like that, it might like come up with a tutorial to do something. It'll show you how to do like the ruck and all that sort of stuff, and you know, it works pretty well during the game. One of my little things is, though, it's you can't like go. Well, I couldn't find it easily how to like just go to the tutorial and do it yourself, and like all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think it's a decent way to do it. Like, it shows you during game, and it gives you a good idea. My other well, there's a couple of other little things that I do enjoy about the game, and I think they've done a good job. And I will give props to the studio here, because I'm pretty sure these are the same guys that made Rugby 15. I apologize if that's wrong, but I think everybody knows that Rugby 15 was actually fucking terrible. Like, I think a lot of people just thought they didn't even try. This game, you can tell that they did try to make a good game, and there are some good things, some good elements and stuff. And the ruck here, the ruck design, I think is pretty good. I do like this aspect. It's like a type of mini game, and it's pretty, like, it's a simple mechanic, but it works well, and it's easy to do during the game. Like, some people say it's a bit slow, but you can speed it up pretty well. Like, when we see some more gameplay of the ruck, I'll talk. It's easy to demonstrate, I guess, but pretty much you just press circle to like bring someone into the ruck, and then you've got another sort of like a mini game here. As you see here, when someone goes in, you press right, or you press forward on the right analog stick at the right time to get like perfect timing, and that gives you like a little advantage in the ruck. So, you know, I do like that quite a bit. So it does give you like a benefit to being good at it, I guess. It's not just like the best team is going to always win the ruck. It's like if you're good at the little mechanic, and obviously this is like I think it's the easiest difficulty, so that's the big reason why I do win like most of the rucks. But as another high tackle, but yeah, the ruck, I do like that little aspect of it, and you can speed it up quite a bit, because when you get like the advantage, you can just press X and you'll just take like you'll get quick ball. So during this game, like I pretty much continuously just make it form to the very top. Like I keep doing the animation to get like the full circle filled in, but you don't have to. As soon as you get like the majority of the circle, I don't know what happened here. Like this is very strange. Yeah, I was very confused. Maybe a few little issues before the day one patch would explain a few things. Yeah, very, very, very confusing. And then I just pass it over the sideline, which is nice. But yeah, it's you can press X and get like quick balls. So you know, you can get some quick plays together. And the other thing I do like, I think majority of the animations are pretty good. Like the tackling animations. The running and stuff like that is okay, and yeah, just yeah, a lot of the core animations are pretty solid. But unfortunately that's pretty much all the positives. We'll talk about the negatives now, and I mean I've got to mention it straight away. The graphics, overall aesthetically, it's not the worst looking game ever. Like I think, you know, the stadiums, the field and stuff, it's all not too bad. But then the player models are terrible. They're so bad. Like, they're just big blocks. They're big fucking shit brick house looking players. Like, I mean, just look at them. They're just squares. I don't know why they look like that, but it really turns you off for the players. And like the player likenesses and stuff aren't very good, I've noticed. Yeah, just not great. I don't mind like at the start they've got like the actual photos of the players look pretty good, but then, you know, you go from like the realistic photos to then these like terrible looking player designs, so it's a bit jarring there. But you know, graphically, you know, at the end of the day, like if the game's fun still, then graphics don't really matter. But that's my biggest gripe with the game, is that it's not really fun at all. Like you're gonna see, like I said, this is like one of I think like my second game, so I didn't really know what I was doing anyway, but it's just not a fun game. Like you can't do anything fun, and there's no like good plays. The play positioning, the depth of the play is atrocious. Like you're gonna see during this that just how bad it is. As a nice tackle there, but like when you're in attack, like look at my players. What are they doing? They're all so flat. Your fullback just stands at the back, like he never gets involved. So having a good fullback in the game seems actually useless. But yeah, they're just completely flat. So the only way to actually make a break is like quick hands like this. But then what was the winger doing there? Like he was like running back towards the ruck. Like the play positioning and the depth of it. Like what is this? How? Like I want to kick the ball here. I honestly didn't know what the hell to do there. My plays were just so flat. There was no chance I could get a kick away. And you'll see on the replay, I just try to pass the ball here. And who is it? Number 6, I think it is. Where the fuck is he going, dude? He just misses the ball. And yeah, like a big aspect of rugby is kicking. You know, I guess I should mention as well, like this video and these impressions are coming from a more casual fan of rugby. Like obviously don't take just my video whether you should buy this or not. Obviously look at other people that are more into rugby and judge for yourself. But yeah, I thought I should just mention that briefly. But yeah, a big component of rugby is kicking the ball and getting possession or getting, you know, field territory. But you barely get any time to kick the ball. Like your players are way too flat, and there's no set plays. You can't like set up for a kick. You can't set up for a deeper play or anything like that. It's pretty bare bones, and yeah, it's just not a very fun game. I felt I will play more to see if there's any more like intricacies that I sort of miss and stuff, but yeah, I really couldn't find too much enjoyment playing this game. Like, I wasn't a huge fan. Like, Rugby Challenge 3 was a decent game, but even that game I didn't find too, like, what was it? What is number 11 doing here? What are you doing, son? As they're gonna make a break, trying to tackle him. But Rugby Challenge 3, it was a decent game. You know, it was a copy job from Rugby Challenge 2, but there was some redeeming aspects of that game that I thought were fun, and I did get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. This game, I played a couple of games, and even like my first couple of games, I wasn't like, oh, that was pretty cool, and this and that. Is right here, I tried to kick the ball, but obviously way too, you know, I brushed off a tackler, and yeah, it was my fault. I threw the intercept for the try. You know, I can't blame the game on that one, but again, like, there's no way to like, I don't even know if you can like pass to playmaker. Maybe you can with like L1 and R1 like rugby league games, but it doesn't say you can in the game unless I'm missing it. So you can't like just pass it to a playmaker and kick the ball away, and it just, yeah, it's got some issues. Some other annoyances is like a big one actually is like stepping and palming and all that sort of stuff. There's no dedicated step. This actually blows my mind. Like, I was looking for ages trying to find the controls because I was like, what the hell am I doing? Like, surely it's the right analog stick, and I was pushing it left, pushing it right, see if I could step. But if you go to the controls, it's like a universal thing. It pretty much says, oh, to like step and to spin move, it's all on the right analog stick. So, you know, move it around to sort of try out different things. It doesn't, there's no like set thing. You don't rotate it to spin. You don't press it left to juke. There's no step. It's very weird. Like right here, what is happening? Like I was just sort of flicking it around, and it does eventually like do a little spin move, but there's like no, it feels like there's no real control over your player. Like, and like your wingers and stuff don't feel quick. You know, you make a break with the winger, everyone catches him. There's no real feel to any of the players, and yeah, it's just, you know, like I said, keep you know, obviously look at other people's views on it. You know, I'm not saying don't buy the game. Obviously, if you're more of a casual fan like me, I would probably suggest not buying the game, because I can't really see like casual people really enjoying this game. But hardcore rugby fans, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say go out and buy the game either, but you know, obviously look at other gameplay, look at other people's opinions, and judge for yourself in that sense. I guess another thing, I actually booted the game up. I haven't really been keeping up with Rugby 18 at all, so I didn't really know what was new and what was happening with it. But I booted it up, and there was actually like a lot of like different like game modes, and I thought, oh, that's pretty good. At least if the game's not that great, there's gonna be some depth to like some stuff you can do, and you know, you could enjoy that. And they do have like this My Squad thing, sort of like a very basic Ultimate Team type mode, but I don't understand half the game modes. There's this, like, you can go career mode, right? I'm very confused. I'm gonna go back and like see what is up with it, but there's a career mode, right? And then in that career mode, you can select from all like the licensed teams. Like, you've got like the Pro 14 and a few other ones, and you also got like all the international. Just doing a little spin there, but you got like international teams, right? So you can choose whatever team. It's very confusing. I go to Australia, right, and you get like a budget. The budget was like 400,000. I think it was pounds. I'm not entirely sure, but 400,000 pounds, right? And you buy players for your team. I was just like, what is happening? So you've got to like make your team before you actually play I thought the career mode would just be like a general career mode, but it doesn't seem like that. And then the my squad thing with, you know, after every game you get like, you'll see down the bottom left there, that little star, there's 2,963 star, and you earn that like just playing games, which is good, like you earn a fair bit. And then this my squad, you get to like, again, you choose the team, like you choose whatever team you want, and then you just buy players from the market. But I don't see the point in it. Like I'll do another video. I'll do another video actually going through like the game modes and sort of like showing you, because it's a bit hard to explain, but it didn't really make sense to me, and I don't really know what the point of the game. I don't understand what the point of them were. Yeah, but that's pretty much that. Obviously this video is fairly negative. There's a couple of good things, and you know, like I said, I give them props. I think they were trying to make a good game here. I don't think they were just trying to screw over rugby fans and stuff, but it's just not very good. Like, obviously I'm more of a rugby league fan, people know that, and you know, so people might think I'm biased, but there's no doubt that rugby league games, like Rugby League Live 2 is a much better game than this. I mean, not even talking about like Rugby League Live 3 or Rugby League Live 4, they're just far and away better games than this. And I think Rugby Challenge 3 is a far better game than this one as well. So yeah, there's not too much else to say. I will do like another video going through like the game modes to sort of illustrate my point about that, but I will come back to the game when the day 1 patch hits to see if any major changes happen. And yeah, I will spend a little bit more time, obviously, and yeah, there you go, the my squad, you get the points tallied up, and like at the end of the game as well, there's like no stats, like you can't like see like individual stats. Like it's just a very strange, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, a bit different, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.